Guys, we can all admit that 2020 royally sucked. Lockdowns, masks, political upheaval. Meanwhile, we're all going through COVID, and you might have been falling apart too. You might have been gaining weight, getting depressed, dealing with anxiety. Did you suck in 2020? Did you do what you could do to raise your own personal potential and become a higher value man? Maybe, or I don't know. I'm gonna say most of you probably didn't. Most people just kind of rolled over and let 2020 happen to them. What I want you to do right now is think about your foundation. If you don't have a foundation or it's kind of shaky, what I'm gonna do today is go over some tips and some action that you can take to make sure your foundation is solid. It's all about being a high value man, guys. That doesn't mean that you have expensive things or drive an expensive car. That means that your personal value is strong. When you walk into a room, that you're a man to be respected and admired. If you don't feel like you are these things, it doesn't mean that you can't be. So next year, when New Year's Eve hits and 2021's on the way out the door, you can smack her on the ass and let her know what a good girl she's been. The first thing that we should all stop doing is complaining. Guys, I can't believe what I see on a daily basis. Some of you guys are out there bitching more than a dog in a puppy mill, and it's just not acceptable anymore. Job sucks, my life sucks, I'm broke. Okay, we got it. Not only does this make you look super low value, but it sucks the energy out of everybody that's around you. You want to be one of the guys who's like, yeah, COVID sucked, but I X, Y, and Z'd my way through it. You are the average of the 5 people that you interact with the most. So are the people around you, are they incessantly complaining all the time about things that they can't change? Things that they can change and just not taking action? It's absolutely all right to vent. There is an innate difference between I need to get this stuff off my chest so that you can move on and move past it, than just repetitively making negative statements about the same thing. Usually the person complaining can absolutely do something about pretty much everything they have a complaint about. They're just stuck where they think there's no escape. They are convinced that there's nothing that they can do about their situation. In their current mindset, yeah, they're probably right. In order to make some changes to the things that we're not happy about, we have to change. We have to learn some new skills, continue building on that foundation so that we don't come off as some kind of negative prick who just is a bear to be around. In order to know what we can and can't do anything about, we need to go on to the next step, and that's creating a personal inventory. Okay, so now we are going to make this personal inventory. It's just a fancy word for knowing what the hell is going on with your life. I actually do this a lot. I constantly am updating my personal inventories. I throw it away after I write it down. I know where I'm at, and I've established the things that I need to improve on. This can be kind of painful at first. Like, a lot of people go years without ever really looking at their life, especially when they're unhappy. Because when you're unhappy, you're way less likely to look at your life favorably, so a lot of people just totally avoid it. Grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, and write down the 5 different layers that I'm gonna give you right now. You have your personal relationships, you have your personal finances, you have your health and fitness, you have your intimate relationships, and you have your career. These are the things as an adult that pretty much everybody has. Write a few points under each one of those 5 headings, things that you like, things that you don't like, things that you want to improve on. You might actually surprise yourself. You don't have to share this with anybody, but if you're not honest with yourself, you're not gonna be able to progress anywhere. So with your personal inventory in hand, it's gonna be super easy to know, oh, okay, so these are 3 areas that really kind of stung, things that affected me. These are the things that I need to focus on. Now that you have your list, your personal inventory, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk a little bit about setting goals that can help you get to where you wanna be and level up your life. Okay guys, so when it comes to goal setting, it's actually really easy, but there's a few key things here that a lot of people don't think about. The first of which is that your goal needs to be quantifiable. If your overall goal is to lose weight, that's not specific enough. You need to identify a quantity of weight that's going to make you happy. Do you need to lose 5 pounds? Do you need to lose 20 pounds? Do you need to lose 50 pounds like I did? It doesn't really matter. But what does is that you're putting a number into your goal. Then there's milestones that you can hit along the way. When you reach -2 pounds, fantastic. When you meet -4, hey, you're almost there. You can almost call that a success. But the point is that there's a number at the beginning of your goal that's going to give you a point of reference and point you toward what's gonna make you happy. The second part to setting yourself up for success with your goal building is gonna be all about time boxing. What you wanna do is put a time frame on your goal that you can hold yourself accountable to. So not only do I wanna lose 5 pounds, but I wanna lose 5 pounds by, say, April. That gives me a couple months to work on it. I can celebrate my milestones as I go, and it's gonna help to keep me on track because deadlines suck sometimes, but as long as they're realistic, they should be totally acceptable. The opposite is also true. If I said I wanted to lose 5 pounds by Friday, not gonna happen. If I'd have started out with, I need to lose 50 to 60 pounds, it felt like a mountain to climb. There was no way I could do that. So I actually started with, I just wanna lose 2. My time box was a couple months, and you know what? I cleared that 2 pounds in about 2 weeks. Don't make your time frame too short, but also don't give yourself enough time to mess up either. The point is that if you have a goal that's too ambiguous or too much in the gray area, you can't really congratulate yourself when you get to the end, and you don't know where you are in the process. So now that you've got your goals set, the next thing that you need to do is make these goals part of your everyday life. You need to be thinking about where you're at in these personal goals at pretty much all times, during work, while you're out on dates, while you're on the couch with your significant other, because if it's on your mind, you're much more likely to continue doing it. If you don't know how to accomplish the goals that you've set, you need to dive into research. Make that part of your daily routine. If you've got an hour to watch a TV show at night, then you can certainly spare 20 minutes to go on Google, to go on YouTube, find articles or blogs, vlogs, anything that you can where people are talking about the same things you're trying to accomplish. When I started getting fit, I started following tons of YouTube channels that were all about working out in proper form and weight loss and keto because I needed to surround myself with that. The statement I said earlier is so true, that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with, and that totally includes YouTubers that you watch, shows that you watch, music you listen to, and everything else that is coming into your experience as a man on this planet. Guys, I'm really stoked that you hung out this long in the video. I would absolutely love to hear what kind of goals you're setting for yourselves this year. What have you done so far? What are your plans? Let's talk about it, guys. Feel free to comment down below. I am more than happy to jump in and help absolutely anybody out there who needs further clarification or just needs someone to give them a little additional hand. Guys, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to admit I don't know something. It's all about just sharing our experiences together and hyping each other up as dudes. So, I'm Brad. I'm a not-so-single dad from Wilmington, North Carolina. And just remember, when you're balls deep in life, they'll never see you come.